Do-do-dum-dum. Ta-na-nay-nay-nay. Hola, amigos. Hola. Hi, hi, hi. Everyone. Hola. How are you doing today? Oi, 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 oi. Do-do-do-do-do-dum. Everyone. Hi, everyone. Galibor, Fedor, Sebastian, Roman Poyo, hi, Damian, Robert, Void, Dungeon Dave, Jeremy, hey, Wim, hi, Wim, Robert, I said hi, Robert, right? And the story, hi. How are you? I hope you can hear me well. How are you doing tonight? Mark! Hey Mark, thank you so much for joining. Mark is the developer behind the Impromptu collection. Not only, but today it's the Impromptu collection, but also the Mind Meld, developer of the Mind Meld, together with Steve and Geodesics. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining. Cool, cool. Thank you for joining. Today is a Thursday. But still, nice. I will have a sip. How are you all doing today? How are you all doing today? Georg, hey, hey, hey. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. I looked at the time. It was 8:29. But all of a sudden it was waiting for Omri. So here I am. Hey, Luis. Mostly random. Hi. Great to see you here. Okay, so today we have the probably key or the Prob-Key. The Prob-Key. That's great. Audio and video works well. Perfect. So we have the Prob-Key from Impromptu, a new module from Impromptu. How cool is that? Really, really nice. Yes, so I hope you can have some fun today. We will see. Probability is most of the time fun. Yeah, Wim, it's because of you, actually. Hey, guy. Okay, another sip and then we can start. Spontex, hi. Another sip and then we can start. So let's see first of all what we have here. I will use my trusty FM operator just for this demonstration. So basically what we have a sort of a, I don't know how to call it a sequencer. Let's call it a sequencer. It's a sort of a sequencer that has probability per note, which means that we can set, let's say that now I will take everything down. Let's try again this. Oh, I forgot the name of this scale again. Can someone remind me the name of this scale? Something Bushi, I remember. Maiko Bushi scale. Random is life. Reverb is life. And random, mostly random. Yes, Paul, hi. Okay, so let's try this Maiko Bushi. So let's start with D, right? So if I take D all the way up to 1, and in this case I will just use a clock. Let's use a clock, not something else. I hope you can hear this. So now we get only D, but now we can add probability per note. So for example, I can say I want some probability on G. So I want sometimes that the note G will also happen. The same I can do with the note A. Maybe G will be a bit more and A a bit less. And sometimes E flat and sometimes B flat. Random is life. Life is random, that's true. I mean, I don't know, maybe. Sound is good, great. Right, so now we have probability per note. So I can say for each note I can have the how many times or what is the probability that will actually play. Now it's not ending there. We can also set octaves. So for example, I can say the note D, I want to stay in the same octave, but I want the note G to be always an octave up. For example. Right, but let's bring it back. And now there is even something even cooler. There is also probability for the notes to jump between octaves. So I can say this is the main octave. You can see here octave. Opalach, just a second. Okay. So, opalach. Okay. So now this is, as you can see here, this is the main octave. I can say there will be probability also that the notes will play an octave up and also an octave down. A cat loose on the piano. Yeah. Right, so this is quite cool. I mean, you can set probability per note and octaves and everything. And also there is a sort of a Turing machine-like function here, the lock function. That if, for example, I set a length of, I like to set it to 7 always, but we will see, I can lock it. Or I can set it just to, let's say, 50%, so then it will a bit change and will a bit repeat itself. Gravity doesn't suck, it pulls. And we can also lock it with the button, and we can also offset the, if I go to the octaves here, you can see that I can offset the octaves. You can see it moves left and right. And I can also squash them. So I can say, for example, if I have it, let's say something like this, you can see that now they will slowly turn green here, which means that slowly only the normal octave will stay. Right, but let's turn this back a bit. Something like this, this will be just one voice. And we have also the probability gain, that we can also add some probability to the gates also. And also this we can lock. So basically it's a really fun sequencer. We can do all sorts of things. And we have also scenes or phrases that we can save. Hey Kyle, thank you for joining. Right, so we can save also. So let's say I can copy this to another sequence, and I can say here I want less from the D, more from the E flat, more from the A, for example. Right? And I can copy this and say here I want more D and more G and more B flat, but let's say less, no E flat and just less of this. Right? So already we have 3 different settings that we can use. So it's quite fun, and we don't have to use a clock. We can use also a sequencer. That now this is what I will do. Yes, so Mark, this is a really interesting sequencer. Thank you so much for doing this, for adding this to your collection. Okay, so let's do something like this. Shall I stay with the FM operator? We can stay with the FM operator. Hey, Multicasten. Again, thank you so much for joining, everyone. Really, I really appreciate it, even though it's a Thursday. But tomorrow there is football or soccer, or whatever you want to call it, and I didn't want to compete with this. So let's use another sequencer from Impromptu. I will use the gate sequencer. How do you pronounce this? Goidosmus, I guess. Hi. Right, so I will use the gate sequencer, which I really like. And let's set a length of 12 steps on the gate sequencer, and here we will have, let's say 8. Hey, Tong, you have a mushroom next to your name. Thanks so much, man. Cool. I like to see those mushrooms here. Okay, so now we have 4. Okay, so now I will use the gate, right? So I can have, for example, right? The show, tomorrow is the show, Paul. Is tomorrow the show? Feel free to post a link in the comments if you want. Hey, Mexico. Right, so now we have also a rhythm for this, and again we can lock it. And now I can add either some notes with probability. And maybe some swing. It has this spongely feel here. Let's add some swing to this. This is locked now, so what we can do, by the way, there is also the probability hold, so I can more or less cancel everything and just cancel the probability. So let's say, let's divide this by 4 and let's see what happens. Maybe divide it by 6. The Spongel Road, yeah, let's try something like this. I don't know, it sounds a bit... Maybe take just the pulse width a bit down so it's not staying so long open. Right. How are we with the octaves? Let's see, let's add something like this. Okay, now let's do... I like this rhythm. We can also lock the sequence. So let's set divided by 12 to lock this sequence. And let's set a length of 5 steps. Okay, let's add some reverb to this. Oh, Bernoulli gate would be nice with 2 of these, perhaps. 2 FM operators, you mean, or 2 probably key? Hey, auto, bonsoir. Bonsoir, is this how it's pronounced? Bonsoir. My French is not so... Okay, let's do something like this. I'm going to use something fun. I'm going to use a comparator. Let's see this also on the scope. On the scope, we will get somewhere. So this will be the pitch information, right? Let's see more or less where it is. So we have 2.58 maximum, no, 1.75, 1.83. So let's say I will set the threshold to 1.7. I want only the high notes. Only the high notes. So I'm going to use the pitch. Only the high notes. You can see only when it's above 1.7. Which will be... Let's wait for it. Maybe 1 point, maybe less, maybe 1, maybe 1.2, let's say. Come on. It's not going above 1.2. So let's say 1. Okay, yes. So now every time it goes above 1 octave, there will be a gate opened. And now this gate, man, this is nice. And now this gate, hey Niels, this gate will open a VCA. Maybe we will need a slew limiter or something, but we will see. It will open a VCA for this voice, right? This over, right? And this we will send to a delay. So only those high notes will go to the delay. Let's sync the delay with the clock. Let's see. 100% what? Maybe a mono delay. And yes, we need some slew because it's too, the changes on the VCA are too abrupt. So we need to smooth things out a bit. Let's listen to this a bit. Yes. Nice. Oh man. Yeah. Let's add some some timbre, some interest to the FM operator. Let's try and use an LFO to FM it a bit. I know it's not exponential FM, but yeah, sending only the high notes with the comparator, it's a nice trick. Comparator is fun. You think the delay time is okay? I'm not so sure. Let's see, let's try to add some FM. What I will do is, for a second, I will just use this without pitch. Okay, I just want to listen to this for a second. FM. Maybe, you know what, maybe I will add walk, not LFO, but random voltage, so it's just to add something, a bit more interest to. Okay, let's see. Just so it's a bit moving. Hey, Game Boy Z. Hey, John. Now I know. Matthias, hi, we just started. Okay, I also need some noise here, something a bit crackly. So let's see. So before it goes to the VCA, no, before it goes to the VCA, let's mix this. Okay, we'll mix it with some noise. And maybe the noise we can send through a bandpass filter, just so we have more movement. Bandpass, low pass, bandpass, bandpass. Let's see, let's use pink noise. I will use walk also for the cutoff point. And instead of noise, you know what I will use? I will use dust from Hetrick CV, which is, I can solo this. I can let you listen to this. It's more. I'm looking at the chat, but it's more crackly. So instead of noise, we will use this. Yeah. Oh, I have to turn this on. Yeah. I've heard is to change the decay release on some notes. Yeah, we can also try this. Cut the click stuff. There are no clicks here. I don't hear any clicks. But what we can do, we can modulate the attack. Or maybe not. Have to do this for the release. Our alarm clock, hi. Okay, let's see. Let's try the modulating the release. We are still just with one voice. I'm sorry that I'm stuck on this one voice, but it's a nice one. Let's use sample and hold. I will already use the sample and hold from Mokba, and I will use, in this case, I will use the triggers from the gate sequencer, and then let's set this 0 to, we will see. I will have to offset it a bit. Yes. And maybe a bit probability to this. Cool. Should I change the delay time maybe? Yes, this is better. Okay, so now let's add an envelope. I will use the AD envelope from Nischi, and this will modulate the feedback. So every now and then, right, we will get something like this. And how do we do this? Let's use, I will use a clock divider. And I will divide the gates by 32, let's say. This face? Clont, hi, yeah, micromap is really interesting, yeah. Basically, it allows you to modulate everything. Okay, so we have a nice rhythm here going on, which is nice. A nice rhythm, which is nice. And this is all still one voice. Okay. Let's use now an ADDR sequencer, because I want to change the index. We have 3 settings for probability with this scale. So again, I will use a clock divider. Let's use a clock divider by 64. But before we do this, actually, let's set the index. So I think the range is 0 to 2 volts. So let's say 0 to 3. No, let's say negative positive 3, because then I don't have to move it from the thing. And now we have here index. So we'll have step 1 will be 1, step 2, let's say 3, right? Then step 3, let's say 1 again, and then let's say 2, and let's say 3, and 5. We will have 5 steps all in all. And now we will have some movement for the index as well. Right, so now this will also move a bit. Clock, where's the clock? No clock, here. Cool. Wow, this is nice. A rubber band, yeah, exactly. I wish there was an envelope output from the FM operator, but since there is none, so what we'll do, we'll use an envelope follower. I want to follow. Great. I want to have the same envelope of the FM operator to control also the level of this crankle noise. So what we can do, I can send the FM operator to an envelope follower, and then, as you can see, we get basically the envelope of the FM operator, right? And this we will use this noise is not always there, but it's a bit there. Cheers, Kyle! Okay. Let's use Wolf. Let's use Wolf also for another layer. Maybe we can send it through clouds. I'm sorry, I'm still with just this one voice. Let's see how it sounds like. You know what? No, I will use just a sine wave with the same pitch information. This will go to Wolf. Right, and this will go, let's say the granular mode, right? Let's see what will happen. Something happened here to the visuals. Okay, I think it's enough with this one voice. I think we should move on. I'm just keeping adding here. I keep adding stuff here. Luis, yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. It's a long process. Clouds works. Yeah, Clouds might be intimidating at first, but it's fun. Okay, let's see what if just 1 second if I take the pitch an octave up. Okay. Alrighty then. Righty then. Okay. Let's add another. What shall we do now? I know what we can do. Let's use a Bernoulli gate or flip-flop. Let's use a flip-flop, which Bernoulli gate can also be the flip-flop, but we will use a flip-flop. And I will use the gates from this first sequence. And basically now what will happen, this gate will come once out of output A and once out of output B. So basically I'm sort of splitting them. There is also supercell, by the way, void, which sounds pretty nice. Splitting them, but I have two outputs then. It's not just a divider, it's also a splitter basically. Right, so now let's see. Let's use Blick. And let's use one Blick for now and see what happens. Maybe just a... Sorry. But maybe Plats as a kick drum. As a bass drum. This was a nice rhythm there, so let's keep this rhythm. Yes. Strong. Carpless strong handpan like percussions. Kick Baba. Kick Baba, don't kick elder women. Okay. Add this click to the sound because I'm going to use only the high frequencies, basically, namely this click, and send it to another delay because it's fun. We're 120. Which BPM shall I use? Maybe 124? Sample and hold a note from the Prob-Key to use as input for harmonic. we can try this, although I'm pretty sure it will be quite, it will sound a bit clumsy, but let's try this. But listen to this rhythm in the end 30. How many channels out Fox have used on a single voice? Yeah, it depends, yeah. Yes, I want this. This is what I want. What do we have here? Divided by 6. You think divided by 6 will be enough? Oh, hoo, 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 hoo. Amazing. Clocks. Okay, let's try now sample and hold. I have sample and hold already, but let's use harmonic. Let's see if it will work. Let's not use E flat. Let's use D, G, and B flat. Let's see something like this. Okay, let's try this. This is the input here, and divided by 12. Let's say we'll sample it divided by 12. And let's open it all the way because this is what we want. Inverted pops high. The gate ends too sharp. So okay, so let's the clock you mean for the kick drum. Dorian on harmonic. I think I know how to spell out Dorian. Nathaniel. Is it for the kick drum you mean the gate? We can change this actually. Let's use a slow limiter. It's funny, in VCV you just add stuff. You need something? Let's go for it. Yeah, now it's okay. And let's see, I don't know, let's try. Let's see, what do we have? A polyphonic voice, we have the interzone. But no, you know what, it's a bit, sometimes it's a bit buggy and I'm afraid to use it. We can use Psych, which has 4 CV inputs and works really great with harmonic. In the right click menu, Dorian, alright. So what, shall I put Dorian and just all of the C major notes, you mean? This is what you mean? Wow. Nice. This is what I want. This is exactly what I want. This is what I wanted. A snare, we will add also a snare in a second. Let's add another AD envelope. This will control the cutoff of the filter slowly. It will slowly rise. Let's set it to linear. Slowly rise. And then go down instantaneously. But even slower. Hey Martin Luders. let's see. No, let's see here. No, linear was better. Okay. So let's see. Let's use a clock divided by 64. The same divided by 64. Add some reverbo. Let's stop. It's too long. It's too long. Wow. Let's leave it for a second. I'm not so sure about it. Let's see. Okay, I think we need a different filter. I think I will go with Fuse to add some distortion to everything. It's hot. We have to cut the lows a bit. This will not be our bass. It's not a Spongel track, but okay. Now let's add some modulation. Am I screaming? All of a sudden, I thought I'm speaking too loud. I will add some random modulation for the panning, so it will move. How? Let's see. What I will do is I will use an LFO, not walk. I will use an LFO and also a VCA, and I will use the same envelope to change the frequency of the LFO. So the frequency will go up the more volume we have. Yes. Giving sound-oriented modules. Nice. Okay, let's do this. Someone said glue. Let's add. No, there is actually. Okay, let's do this at the end. I will add something. Because I want just again the high frequencies, maybe the higher frequencies here. Here. Going to the delay, and I'm going to use, hopefully it will be something a bit, yes, a mushroom, a bit glitchy. Let's see. If it will work. happen too often, you think? Does it happen too often, this pad?
Sub is not. I'm going to move this a bit. Okay. So now let's try and add a nice snare. You know what? Let's use a tremor tool for the snare. And let's see what happens. Okay, I'm going to use the B output of this flip-flop to the second flip-flop, and then use this output to trigger the snare drum. So let's see, let's start just with the noise. Maybe we'll make this a nice glitchy snare. Wow, that's scary. Yeah, we can also do this. You know what we can do? We can add a VCA here for the... Vogue, I'm not using you anymore. Where is it? Add a VCA here for the filter, for the modulation, and every time it happens, we can open the filter in a different... to need to offset this also. Just a second, I'm sorry if it's too quick. If it's too quick, let me know. But basically what I want is that every time the filter will open in a different level. For the A deck, yes. Actually, I wanted to make it today, but I didn't manage it, and I was too excited about this sequencer. So maybe not next week. Next week I have a plan already for a live stream. So maybe the week after. Hey, Benya. Hi. Okay, let's make this a glitchy snare. Let's see if we can make some. First of all, modulate the pitch of the rescomb, which is basically a delay. So it's basically the delay time. And also the decay. Send it to the blob. And with the glitchy thingy. Okay, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to use another clock divider. I'm going to divide this trigger for the snare. Let's say that every I don't need a clock divider, haha, because there is a built-in divider on the sample and hold. So let's divide this by 3 and change the delay time. I need another envelope to open the wet. Right? And now we'll use branches, which is a Bernoulli gate. Branches? No, I want to use chances, sorry, because it's one channel and I prefer it again in this case. And let's see. Hi, hopefully the VST will come out soon. And yes, this was from scratch. Hey, Yo-Yo, Jojo, Ho-Ho, hi. Okay, volume is too much. Let's already call this glitch another so I know what it is, and this will be key high. I have to take this. And I want also to modulate the panning of this voice, of this glitch. Let's add to this also plateau. Hopefully my computer will survive all of this at the end. Let's see. Right, this is what I want basically, so let's do this. Okay, now what we need is a something steady to keep all of this together. So let's add a snare, or maybe hi-hats, or maybe also hi-hats and snare, just to have it, you know, there is something pa, 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 something like this. Matthias, cheers, man. Cheers, have fun. Let's use the hi-hats first from let's see. Maybe with the hi-hats we can create both hi-hat and a snare. Right, let's see. Right. velocity to this again with delay. I'm adding so many delays. My computer will hate me.
Effect send. Another reverb, you mean? Okay. Let's see what happens when I trigger the open head here, for example. Yes, probability, here I come. Also a sort of a stable snare, so let's use a stable something to be like something. I will use slap spank, noise and spank. Oh, maybe we will add a vocoder later also. Wow, we can mix the drums and add a vocoder. I don't know, I have an idea. Let's see. Let's use pink and no, let's use white and gray. Let's see how this will sound like. We will add also a filter soon enough. But let's first see how this sounds. We don't have so many channels here. Band pass, yeah, let's use for them. There's a band pass. In a while, we will have also lots of reverb on this. So it will be like this. Let's see, what is this now? Right? Hey, Arif, what is mono? What shall I make mono? So now, clock divider. Let's see. No, let's use another chances. And I will use the same trigger for the snare. And I will use latch mode, so it will not happen so often. And this will go to another micro map with another AD envelope, right? And this will open the reverb. That's why it would. Which trigger did I use here? Yes.
Let's try vocoding the drums now. Let's see if I can make this. Let's use a mixer. I will use the this mixer. Let's see. We will use the what shall we use? We'll use the kick, which is coming from here. We'll use the snare, which is coming from I will use just one channel here, doesn't matter. And maybe the hi-hat as well. And maybe this glitchy stuff. Okay. Let's use the surge vocoder. Let's see what happens with noise, or we will use a bass, we will see. So this will be the modulator, and the carrier will be white noise. Okay, let's use something else. Or I can use maybe... Sorry, I'm going to solo this for a second. Let me know what you think about this, I'm not so sure. I will use the same pitch that I use from the sample and hold here, which is the blue one. I think I remember which one it is. Let's just take it from here. Let's see. Let's add a chorus to this. No depth, no rate. I mean no depth, it will be just lower. Take the mix all the way up. And also here I will modulate the panning. It's a bit It's a bit but I don't like it. No. I don't like it. And it happens. Initialize track. I need an ARP.
use a shift register, and I will sample the probably key, the Prob-Key, sorry. And I need another clock. I have here the clock multiplied by 4 with this swing. So we can use this, and then I will use a sequential switch. And this sequential switch will arpeggiate those notes. So let's use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Let's see how this will sound like. Oh, let's use Terraform. Oh yeah, Terraform. I'm just going to sample this Prob-Key. Let's send it through a VCA first of all, because I want to see how it sounds like. Let's see. Where am I? What? What am I doing? Because I'm not, because I'm not triggering the switch. What's not? No, something, no, this trigger should be something else. Okay, and now let's use the Lopez gate that there is here built in. Lopez gate. Maybe, but you know what? Maybe you will use a different clock that is not connected to anything here. Right, just a clock. And let's see. Yes, this is what I want. And maybe a bit of modulation on the frequency, just so it's a bit moving. Is that a bit? Let's go with the FM. Okay. Another blob. Another blob. Another day. Another blob. We need to modulate the wave. Let's modulate also the beat crashing, just for fun. This is not the beat crashing, this is the beat crashing. That's some proper bit of T. And we need to modulate the decay bit. And maybe also the divider.
can do here, I can send the gate through a VCA, because Terraform has these velocity settings, which means that the gate, the amplitude of the gate will change the velocity, so we can do something like this. Again, we need to offset this because I don't want it to start from 0. Not from 0. Hey, hey, hey. And now another envelope. And let's use another divided clock. Maybe the divided by 128. Zahir, thank you. Let's wait for it. Oh, close it here. Let's add a vocoder with my voice. Let's vocode my voice. Let's vocode my voice. Mark! You see? Let's see, just a second if I'm sending it. Okay. Scope. Yes, this is going to the output, yeah. Okay. Vocoder. I would like to use Spectra, but I'm afraid it's a bit too heavy on the CPU. Shall I go again with the Surge? I have also a VST that is a vocoder. You know what I have? You cannot see it, but because I don't have it set up. Flute, yeah, I cannot play the flute now, it's too late, I'm sorry. But yeah, the flute will be nice. You know what, let's try with the flute. Nah, it's too late, I'm afraid it will be too loud. Let's use the vocoder from Surge. Let's see what happens, right? I cannot promise you anything, but let's see. This will be the carrier will be what? Let's use something polyphonic. I will use Blink. And I will use, I need my MIDI keyboard. Just a second. And polyphonically, let's see. Will be the carrier and the mode will be my voice. But it's... Let's see. Don't worry about a thing. Because now it's not too I have to take out my voice from the mic for a second, alright? can you still, hopalach, can you still?
What is going on here? Why is it not changing notes? Because I need to connect the gate somewhere. Let's just use a mult. Because I think without the gate it will not work. Now it still doesn't work. Why is it not changing the pitch? You should always have some fruit samples ready. Totally, yes, 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 yes. Okay, now it will change. Let's set it to reset. Now it will change the voice. Now it will change the voice. We can have a G minor, A flat major, but I don't like this vocoder so much.
Now I think you can hear me again. And I'm not going to use this vocoder. I don't think so. I don't like it so much. So I'm going to use a VST. You will not be able to see it, but you will have to trust me. It's going to be, how is it called? I forgot already. Manipulator. Yes. Manipulator. And let's see what's going on here. I will have to use here CV and gate. And let's see if I remember how to. Let's see if I remember how to use it. I didn't send anything, of course. So why should it work? Okay, now I will set this again to you cannot. just wanted you to hear me again. Yeah, so I'm not so sure this will work, but let's see. Let's see what happens. I just recorded it so I don't have to speak all the time to this, but let's see what happens, alright? Some distortion. Okay, now I'm going to record this into a new sample, and this will just, oh, you know, yeah, let's record this to a new sample. Let's record this, and maybe here take the rate a bit down. I cannot take the rate a bit down. Something like this, let's see. Yes. Okay. Signs of struggle. Infected mushroom, it's funny you say because I'm using Manipulator and it's their plugin basically, so it's very infected mushroomy, I guess. Some stuff here so my computer will not suffer so much. This is nice. Okay. Let's do this. Let's add another lead. I will add a lead that I can play a bit, and this will be it. I hope my computer will survive everything. So I will use two blicks and the mixer. Oh, this vocal is nice. What happened here? Oh. One CPU? It's on one CPU. It's on one... the lowest CPU usage. Okay, now let's do something like this. going to use this here, sorry, not this. I'm going to use an ADS sound here. And then I'm going to send it to plateau. And after plateau, this is something I'm doing so much lately with leads because it just gives them this. Right after the reverb, it's going to a VCA with another envelope. No, actually, after the reverb, it will go to freak, to a filter. Yeah, computer, I got it. No, it's not going to work. Let's try. More threads. Let's see. Let's see if this works. MIDI map the cutoff, and we are there. Yes, indeed. And all it took is one bottle of, it's not even water, it's juice. So I could get some sugar in my veins. Cool, nice. Esto es épico, amigo. Thank you all so much. Yeah. Oh yes, this was fun. Mark, if you are still here, thank you for this lovely sequencer. Used only one, but still it helped a lot to get variation and movement. for joining, everyone. Thank you for joining. Shall I try to perform this patch? I don't know if my computer will survive this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, let's say. 1 will be. Cool. 30 BPM. Yeah, I changed the thread just now because it didn't survive so well. Let's see.
Yes. Yes. Indeed. Indeed. Okay. Yes, thank you so much for watching. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I really enjoyed it. Thank you again, Mark, for your lovely, lovely collection and the lovely, lovely new module. Thank you again. I hope to see you next week. I have a plan for next week. If everything goes well, there will be another beginner-friendly live stream. If everything goes well. Hey, Steve. Hey, Steve. Thank you so much for liking this stream. Yes, so thank you. So thank you again. Cheers, everyone. Have a great weekend. If you are following the football or the soccer, depends where you live, enjoy it tomorrow, I hope. And yes, if I will share the patch, yes, there will be a link in the description to this patch if you would like to download it and have a closer look. I really appreciate you. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And that's it. You know what? Just because I feel like it, I'm going to turn off the mic, but I'm going to play this a bit more. If you want to stick around, great. If not, then again, have a great weekend. I'm just going to play it a bit before I close the stream. Because it makes me feel good to play this nice patch, and it's all about having fun. Okay, so I hope it's not too much. If you want to stay, stick around. If not, then maybe we'll take the BPM down a bit, if you know what I mean. Let's go with 110 and see how it feels like at 107. Not 110, 107. Okay, let's see. Okay, so, okay, cheers everyone. Again, thank you. And till next time, ciao.